And even now blue is always here. And even now blue it shines so clear. I don't need a prayer or even words to say. No matter what I do, I'll never reach your can't. Colors of summer are streams on my heart. And rolling like that from my cheeks is the sound of love to start. The words I have for you are stuck. It just feels like a curse that I can't contain. Will the two of us meet again? I wish I told you back then. My hands will feel what to let us talk about. But this galaxy is all passing by me.
Hey YouTube, it is I, TDFan 2024, and welcome to another review. In this video, I will be reviewing Sonic Prime, the Netflix series of Sonic's Netflix series, I guess you should say. So recently, like a week or more than a week ago, they dropped season 3 of Sonic Prime on Netflix, and I just barely finished it all this week, and that's why I'm making a review on it. And supposedly it's the last season, because I don't know why, but Netflix, when they have a show, they like split it into 3 batches. The same thing happened with the Cuphead show, which I still haven't finished season 3. I haven't even started season 3 yet, so I'll have to get to that, and maybe I'll make a Cuphead show review afterwards. So expect that maybe soon. Anyways, back to Sonic Prime. So for some reason Netflix does that. I don't know why, but I think it's so that they can save more money, which is pretty petty in a way, but I don't know. I guess it's understandable for a big company like Netflix, I should say. Anyways, so that's the same thing happened with the Sonic Prime. It was split into 3 batches, also known as 3 seasons, you can say. And they just released the last season, I think. Supposedly it's the last season, because there are rumors saying that from people who worked on the show saying that this is it, but also there's some people who are saying that this can't be it, because if you've seen the last season, you should know that the final episode ended in a cliffhanger, and it's leaving many fans unsatisfied, including me. I would have to say the last season of Sonic Prime was quite underwhelming, to say the least. It was cool seeing all the characters from the Shatterverse, whatever they call it, coming together, even the Eggmans, to stop Nine, which is this alternate version of Tails, from like taking over the Shatterverse and creating his own world. And in the end, they did succeed, because Sonic, of course, is like, guys, let me talk to him, and all that. He was like that the entire time. Many problems happened because of him in the first place. So I would have to say that this version of Sonic isn't my favorite when it comes to all the versions of Sonic we get from games, shows, and movies. But it's definitely not the worst. I mean, it might be the worst. I don't know. I haven't seen all of Sonic X, so I can't decide. But yeah, now back to the show. So what are my thoughts? Well, I did like the first 2 seasons. I think season 1 is probably the best season out of the 3. But I'll have to admit, season 3 was pretty good for the most part. Just very underwhelming, especially the ending. Like, if you've seen it, it ended in a cliffhanger, and I was like, there's no way this could be it. I was looking online afterwards, and I'm like, is this the end? And many people are saying that it is. And if this really is the end, if Netflix pulls the plug of Sonic Prime, then I'm going to be very disappointed, because this is not a way to end a show. Like, for example, Detention Air is one other show. Most of you probably don't know it, but it's a really good Canadian cartoon. If you are looking for some cartoon shows that are really good, that one is definitely one of them. Give it a watch. I think all the episodes are on YouTube, so, you know. Anyways, that show also ended in a cliffhanger, and nothing ever came out of it since. And that left many people who liked the show very disappointed. And now the same thing is probably going to happen with this series. It ended with a cliffhanger, and we have no idea if the show is going to continue, which sucks, because honestly, if this is the actual end, then this is going to be one of the worst endings to any show. Like, any show that ends in a cliffhanger and never continues after that, it just ruins the show quite a bit. And I just do not want to see that for this show, because this is probably one of Netflix's better shows, in my honest opinion, at least when it comes to animation. Because this was the one show that I really liked that came out of Netflix in recent years. And if it ends like this, that's just sad. But what do I think of the show? I like the characters. I do like seeing these alternate versions of some of these characters. Like Nine was a pretty cool version of Tails. and Dread, I think that was his name, was a very cool alternate version of Knuckles. And I forgot the alternate version of Amy's name, but it was the one from the Jungle Shatterverse world, whatever. That one was pretty cool too. And I did like seeing all these Eggmans. Honestly, they were probably the best part of the show. They were really, well, not the best part, second best, because they were all really funny in their own way. Yes, even the baby Eggman, even though I'm not too kind when it comes to baby characters in these shows, but I have to admit the baby Eggman was a delight, for the most part anyway. But I would have to admit, I think Shadow's definitely the best part of this show. If Shadow wasn't here, the show would probably be a lot more boring, or messed up, I should say. Shadow pretty much kind of carried the series, at least to me. And I've heard from others that this is some of the best they've seen of this character. So I guess that's one thing that the writers did good. But yes, like I said, the last season was very underwhelming, so it kind of ended on a not so high note. But let's just hope this isn't the end. How would I rate the show out of 10? I'd probably give it a solid 8. Not my favorite Sonic show. I think that has to go to Sonic Sat AM, which I think some of you guys will probably agree. That one is probably my favorite Sonic show because that one was just so good. And I know that one was also supposed to get a season 3, but it never happened. And also the creator of the show passed away. But there is like a fan channel that's making one, I think. And I hope they actually do it because I would love to see a season 3 of that show. But yeah, Sonic Prime is definitely a pretty great show. I give it 8 out of 10, so yeah, it's great in my books. Let's just hope that this ending isn't the actual ending. That's what I have to say. But yeah, that's pretty much my review for Sonic Prime. I enjoyed it. For those of you who've seen it, let me know what your thoughts are on this show in the comments section. And with that said, thanks for watching this review, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.